25 years, and I have an amazing staff. But you guys really weren't with me when I started the genesis of Halftime Howie. You weren't with me when I broadcast in Great Neck, New York, when I did a show called Sports Time with Halftime Howie. But my friends in the back were there from the beginning. So let's bring up Redskin Nation. Come on up, come on up. Come on up, guys. And I believe they want to talk about this man. They want to talk about the man who should be, but no longer is, the quarterback of the Washington Redskins. And without further ado, Redskin fan, super fan, talk about how RG3 basically got screwed out of Washington.
Well, number one, Halftime Howie, RG3 himself, because we're very close to the family, has a present for you, autographed to Ozzy Redskin for you.
Thank you very much.
RG3 drafted in 2012 as a franchise. RG3, as you probably know, had the best rookie season ever. After his injury against Seattle, which he was up in the playoff game 14-0 and ready for a Super Bowl run, he had coaches that, again, had other plans. Jay Gruden, we have no respect for because he set up RG3 to fail. I know Redskin, Nella, you wanted to mention that?
Yeah, everything that, instead of setting up plays the way he, to his strengths and the way he could play, they deliberately sabotaged him. They put him in with players that couldn't protect him so that he got injured twice. One time they actually said he was injured when he wasn't really injured just to get him out, and that was that was proved because then they had the neurologist immediately resign, who said that he had a concussion. It was all, we spoke to the family who we're close with, and it was all a trumped up story just to get rid of him because the coach favored the other. Yeah, he had another agenda, and he favored another quarterback, and he wanted to set things up to the way he plays. And he lied when he said he was going to support RG3. He did not support RG3. He heard him and made sure that he got out of the Washington Redskins. Now we can only hope that the Jets pick him up.
Jets. RG3 was set up, as Redskin Ellis said. Fact, by the way, he was given a left tackle in an exhibition game that never played a game and was cut afterwards. Never got an opportunity for the great coach from the Dallas Cowgirls, Callahan, who, when he left, you saw the way the Cowgirls went down. 3 new Hogs offensive linemen came, which he never played for. He wasn't dressed for any game except the JETS game, which RG3 got us box suite seats to sit with his lovely parents, RG2 and his mother. So he was screwed. It was a conspiracy to get rid of him. He never got an opportunity because Jay Gruden wanted Andy Dalton personified, and he got Kurt Dalton.
Wow. Redskin purists, I'm sure that you have strong opinions on the matter.
First of all, anybody in the world could give an opinion. I don't give opinions. As a rule, anything that comes out of my mouth is a fact. Number one, there was a movie made many years ago with Robbie Benson. Everybody remembers it. He played like a hotshot high school basketball guy who was drafted by a big college. And he wanted to do it his own way, and the coach hated him. And he tried to drive him out. But he hung in there like death, and finally he needed him. Well, they tried to do the same thing to RG3, this coach, and except he didn't realize RG3 coming from a military background, he hung in there like death. He could have complained, he could have went to the papers. If you notice, you never got any bad press from him about what had happened to him. He shut his mouth all year, which made us say, look, the guy's really a pro. He shut his mouth, and all I can say is this: can anybody here give me an instance where a starting player on a professional football or any league team got hurt, he lost his job because he was hurt, and then isn't the job supposed to be his when he comes back? Isn't the person who took his place supposed to have a competition with him to see what's going on? They should have threw RG3 right back in this year. There was no reason. They set him up to fail. And again, to his credit, he sucked it in, and we only want the best for him now. Because he's really a good kid. He's not what he... Look, have you ever heard him say, oh, I got into a fight in a bar and I shot somebody, or I punched the person I'm with, or the lady I'm with, or my wife, or I threw her down a flight of stairs? You know what the biggest joke is? Shows you how the world turns upside down.
This is why we support RG3 too, being a great American and a military person. You know, you have Johnny Manziel, you have people that have beat their wives, drugs, this and that. This guy is a geek. He doesn't drink. He basically is a good person, and he got screwed because he believed the coach. He believed, even when he was benched for the inept Cousins, and I'll tell you why he's an inept in a minute, he was promised second string. They lied again. They never dressed him except the JETS game when there weren't enough players on the field, and we were fortunately there. But Cousins gets a lot of props. You say he won a division. No, he didn't. The gentleman over there, your team and other teams were injured. It was a terrible division this year. He has never beaten a team over 500. RG3 killed the Cowgirls on Thanksgiving. He's won under the lights many times. Cousins is fool's gold.
All right, we're going to bring you guys back later, but one segment we're going to bring you back, and we're going to bring one of our regulars, Lisa DiPasquale, and you know what we're going to talk about? Why they should never change the Redskin name. That's coming up later in the show. Lisa, I know you want to say a few words about that, right? All right, that's going to be our next Redskin segment.